Good evening and welcome. Welcome back tonight. Just gonna get this music level just crispy clean. How are we all doing this evening? Welcome. I am the one and only, I am King Grimlock. You are here with me for tonight's EU Scrim matches. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here with us. Let's get underway with tonight's preparation. Just a quick little bit of housekeeping this evening. I will only be here for 3 of the matches tonight, not 6 unfortunately. My calendar does not allow me to be here all night long, but we'll make the most of the time that we've got. I'm sure we'll have a great time, nonetheless. I'll just get rid of my camera there for 12 seconds, we don't need to see me. What I've got up here is the lobby board from yesterday. We see here Norseman taking out an absolutely triumphant first place over 6 games with a massive 87 points, 3 chicken dinners and 48 kills. Absolutely superior work there from the Norseman there yesterday. We'll see if we can get something similar this evening. They were absolutely marvellous to watch, those gentlemen. There are 3 of their teammates getting up in the top 4 with overall kills done as well. So I believe it was Dex from Norseman taking out the MVP of the evening. The reason I've got this up there at the moment, so we've got a couple of the same teams tonight that are playing. Rise and Win's one of them. So they've got a 4th there. We'll see if they can better themselves this evening. Belaruski Zavado Shistonok, or BZS, as I like to call them, they came in 14th. Got to talk about their team for a second there though, because it's not 14th, but it's not for lack of trying. They had nearly on all their games last night, early contest on every land that they had, a lot of them with N2P. So BZS came out fighting every game. As soon as they land, they were grabbing guns and they were getting amongst it. So definitely playing as a strong team. But they were just unfortunate because with some of those early engagements, when you have those hot drops and you straight engage, you don't necessarily have the loot that you would normally have as in the later games, like no armor, for example. So it's hard to like really truly gauge their performance there when you kind of land and you're fighting on the back foot, as it were. Expelled, also playing extremely well last night. They're playing again this evening. And Avengers, also again on the board tonight. So Avengers coming in, unfortunately, last place. I hate to say it. Yeah, this is what it is though. So, you know, where do you go from when you're last place? You can only go up from there. So we're expecting a nice performance from them tonight. It's waiting for the lobby to fill out here. So while we are too far away till we get underway, hopefully in a few minutes. Just going over with the team structure this evening. There we go. I'm back. So the team as it stands this evening. Under the white banner, we'll have Triggity Farms, another team I forgot to mention that played last night and had a reasonably good go at it. Triggity Farms, they'll be playing under white. Already Won, also played again last night. They'll be playing under the black banner. Havoc Esports back again tonight. They'll be playing under the dark blue banner. Belaruski Zavod Shishtonok, forgive me if I said that wrong. They'll be playing under the green banner. I'll be hyphenating them to BZS this evening because that's a bit of a mouthful to be saying. Rise and Win, they'll be playing under the orange banner. 010 Esports will be playing under the light blue banner. Heat, playing under purple this evening. Grindmore, dark orange. LOL, will be playing under the olive colour this evening. Shift W, playing under the pink banner. Inzunda den Tornado, or EDT as I'll be hyphenating that one this evening. Another absolute mouthful of a team. They'll be playing under the brown banner this evening. Expelled, playing under yellow. The Avengers, playing under grey this evening. 180R will have bright pink. Wild Panther will have the aqua colour. Dopamine will be playing under the colour of peach, and No Tag will be playing under lime or bright green, however you like to see that colour getting thrown around this evening. Super interesting to see what we're going to get this evening. We're starting from Miramar, so once again, unfortunately, I'll only be here for the first 3 games this evening. So we'll probably only get all the 3 Miramar maps out of the way. But it'll be fun nonetheless. Be interesting to see, once again. A lot of these teams tonight, especially like Heat 010 Esports, the Grindmore and the Avengers, they're dedicated teams. So we'll be great to see them playing in their full potential this evening. Like I said, and it'll be interesting to be able to compare themselves with last night's games and see how they fare up. We haven't got people like the Varptrox Martin Gaming and the Norsemen in this lobby, but no doubt we will have some more of the aggressive teams. Northmen playing super aggressive last night. Like, a captivating performance, if I must say. Like, for example, the reason I say that, in one of their games, on Erangel, they had a compound, they had the center zone. No, sorry, it was Miramar. Forgive me on that one. They had a compound, they had center circle, yet they chose to send a 2-2 split out from the compound and aggress on and third party several teams from that compound, even though they had what you could call a solid position. And it came out well for them. It really did. Like, they really just came out, took a lot of kills, did a lot of damage, went back, regrouped, and then left that compound a second time to get the height advantage around the hill. Amazing to see. Amazing to see teams play super aggressively. Because we also had the team with the boys playing who would almost play the complete opposite, an extremely strong team when they play together, but they tend to favour the compounds, just in my opinion. Already one, tending to not ever do a 2-2 split, play together as a team, and when they would roll together and just come across a team that they didn't know they were coming, when they play, because they played in such a tight group, they really capitalised on their play style. It was good to see. Looks like we're about to get underway with the match here. That's it, we don't need me anymore. There we go. Enough of me. Let's get underway with our first match in tonight's games. Just going to do a bit of house cleaning here. I'm just going to quickly check my banners and etc. All the teams here seem to be going reasonably well. A lot of these teams spend a bit of time, organising banners and etc. It's terrible if the caster doesn't get them working properly. No Tag don't have one, so that's fine. I believe all the teams that do have banners have their banners assigned. There's nothing like a bit of housekeeping, Who doesn't love PUBG with a bit of technical issues? Alright, we'll head to the map now. So judging with its plane flying, it's keeping pretty east. Going from south to north, fly in, pretty heavy east. We saw a lot of early fighting around Power Grid last night. That was the BZS and N2P. Be interesting to see if BZS choose to go Power Grid again this evening. If they've chosen the same initial loot drops. Might be a bit of a hard ask to go Power Grid though. It would be a long flight. We're normally pretty good with... Oh, I'm just going to get rid of this music here, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. It's always exciting to see when a compound is taken right at the very first stages of a game. It always adds to that excitement and wow factor, doesn't it? that we've all come to, we're all here to see. All right, the combatants are in the plane. They are ready for round 1 of this PUBG Scrims Battle Royale this evening. These combatants, 17 teams, ready to battle it out for tonight's major cash prize of 1,000 mystery internet points. What else more could you love? So it looks like he will be uncontested in Impala there. Looks like we've got 3 teams flying over Los Leones. We'll see if any of them end up landing in there. Down the bottom here, looks like BZS will not be taking power grids. Looks like BZS down there bottom there. Let go on that. Looks like one of the dopamine players is not flying with his rest of his team. He's lost in the middle there. Not sure if that's a planned maneuver or not. Al-Hazar might have the 2 teams landing in there. Picardo might have a double. Minas Generalis in previous games has been a bit of a hot spot, but not this evening by the looks of things. The smaller compounds around Hacienda look to be taken. In orange, that's Rise and Win, and in pink, that's 100 ADR. It's interesting if we get 2 in Picardo. Center circle, the first circle's popped, and it's a dead center ringer. Look at that. It almost couldn't get more dead center. $100 AGR. Looks like they've already got a knock on Rise and Win already. Wabuki and the boys from 100 AGR coming out strong. Super interesting to see. Looks like they might be, Silence might be coming out and doing the original, an early push. He's got a mini. He's got no armor though. It's in a bit of an extreme maneuver to get the flush. No, Jabba will be overwatching. We've got a few more knocks here. There's excitement popping off in the start of this game. Not sure if anything else much will happen here. Do we have a first kill? Looks like there's the fight going down Picardo. We'll quickly jump over here and have a look for a hot minute. LOL versus always winning. 100 ADR getting Rise and Win. Boys, they're putting out some shots. LOL have the height advantage here in those apartments. Really one looking like they're gearing up to push the fight here. It's interesting to see. A team member from LOL here just peeking around, peeking the angles. Looks like they got one of them team members there like pushing wide. Looks like IMBP from Heat managed to molly himself. It's a slow push here. None of these teams being super aggressive. Getting the shots off where they can. Nifo getting some shots off and then returning back just to continue to loot. Daniel from low, he's pushing quite wide here. He's moving slowly as not to make too much sound. It's interesting to see if he gets in any line of sight on anyone here. Definitely hear those shots going off, so. Metrics with the exchange. Returning back to cover before he gets into more trouble there. The nade behind him, but it won't. Lorik's getting a knock there. Looks like he's pushing across the road. He might want to be going in the flush. The rest of his teammates seem to be pushing with him. He'll finish it off. Two team members standing for already one. Other teams rotating past them. LOL not pushing too aggressively, but definitely wanting to finish the fight here and now. Don't blame him. They're 2 up. Ryzen win. Annihilated by 180R also in this early game. Unfortunately, so much action here. We can't cover it all in one, in one cast. The last remaining member from Always Winning looks like he's trying to make it as escape in the car. He's getting shots put on him. A few more and they'll spell the end for him. Janelle looking to find them as well. He's a bit far now. The spray with the AK for good measure and he is gone. Coming back to the zone here. Triggity Farms in white here. Got center circle. Dark blue Havoc Esports with a compound as well. Got Dopamine in the peach colour here in La Bandita. They've moved in. Wild Panthers dead centre as well. Because looks like we might have some action in Al Hazar while the rest of the teams here just sort of rotate in. The one last remaining member of Already Won there, just probably just getting some more loot and getting himself some more meds. Perhaps after that bit of a little firefight that he was in. A couple teams having to rotate in here from the north. Most of the teams probably will be pretty safe for now. There's a lot of long-range compound shots going on, but nothing too exciting just yet by the looks of things. 180R down there in the compound already off to a good start, eliminating Rise and Win. Schmitty from Triggity Farms. He's got a beautiful position here. The snipe down on top of them all. Oh, changes positions. He's also got Dopamine he can get shots at. Oh, 100 Esports getting the knock on one of the BZS players here at Power Grid. Looks like those 2 team members were both out solo. BZS team is moving in now. Looks like 110 Esports won't go for the flush, or he's turning around. Maybe he will. He won't know the rest of the BZS is pulling up on him though. Does he just drive around having a look? Is he going to commit? No, he does look. He's not going to go for the flush. The rest of BZS are here now. They're on the drive-by, but unfortunately, did the seat swap? Did a spray? Not sure if he's going to hang around for much more action. No. Lower there getting the knock on one of no tag players here in Picardo. Picardo here in the circle. As we can see here with the map, a lot of teams are pushing in close. Grymore here. Now Hazard outside of the circle. They're having a fight here with Shift W. Oh. Oh, and Shift W will get the knock. Mimo in the circle. A lot of shots happening. We'll go back to this firefight here in Al Hazar. Grymore will be looking to get the revive off their friend. Shift W with a lot of high positions, you can see there on the 2 ridges. With a lot of overview on Grymore. Grymore though, getting to knock on Itzy by the looks of that. That will give them the precious time needed to get the revive off. Mac probably is looking there to maybe sneak around the side. Will Neki be looking to regroup? Or they're going to... Oh, they didn't see him then. He gets the knock. Shift W teammates here looking around to see if they can get some more shots off. They won't be able to see the old mate there behind the wall like we can. Marcos has Grymode play right below him. Oh, and they trade. He gets knocked himself. He's got a couple cheeky knocks there, but he gets knocked himself. Grymore will use this time to get the revive off on their player. They're in the blue now, unfortunately, for them. Oh, look at that. They'll get the kill before they can get the revive off. that is it for Grymore, eliminated by a Shift W out in the zone. The third circle was popped again. Gone south a wee bit. Expelled. Looking to put the pressure on EDT as they rotate through into the circle. Doesn't look like they're able to get too much damage off there. EDT though having to rotate in reasonably late with a lot of teams. Diggs from Harvick Esport. Always seems to be playing way bit solo, this man. You could even probably class him as the scout of the team. Putting a lot of shots out there. Looks like EDT here just getting absolutely punished on this rotation. Probably unfortunately unaware of how many teams there are actually around them. They've even got a second team of Wild Panthers in front of them trying to rotate through as well. And Lowell just getting some cheap, free, easy kills as Wild Panthers just rotate directly into them. And here come EDT following the same very similar path. Looking to get into some safety here in Picardo. Unfortunately not a great rotate there for the Wild Panthers. Heat getting shots on Vengers there. Coming back to the circle. 100 ADR here into a bit of... Got one. They found a prop. Oh, they've lost Silencer. Getting knocked there. Expelled though. Got a knock of their self. Creator's knock. They'll be looking to get the revive off on him. Berkey putting a bit of pressure on Lukey there. These are two fierce teams, I must admit. So Lukey's going to go the revive on. Oh, but they lose Vanty. Vanty. It's down to XD now. Can he hold them off and get the revive off? It's not looking good for Expel though. They've got the first kill on one of the 100 ADR players, but 100 ADR choosing to be extremely aggressive. XD almost going down. He's going to try and mid up with Buki, causing absolute carnage wherever he goes. He's going to get around the corner, and Expelled is eliminated with Yevi with the final kill. They're now outside of the blue. Inside the circle now. We're drawing BZS. They've got 010 Esports there, contending. Soda seeing a weak, catching him out there. He's weird on his lonesome though. He better watch out here, old Soda. Looks like he's pushing back around the hill to safety. A lot of teams finding the compound. Full circle. Pops. Staying reasonably centre. We can see all those teams that were fighting in the north having to rotate down. Gregan from Harbour Esports trying to put the damage on 110 ADRs. They rotate in. Doesn't get the knock though, unfortunately. Might get a few more shots off here. Old Gregan. But it looks like 100 ADR a wee bit far away for that. Looks like EDT taking the long route round. 010 Esports rotating back to this compound. BZS just giving them plenty of shots just to let them know they're there. So we see here. $100 ADR. They've caught one of the Harbour Esports team. They're hiding in the smoke here. Having a smoke battle. They'll hear each other, but won't be able to see anything. Macro light. Oh, he'll get knocked. Unfortunately, Diggs very far away, and then the other two have it Esports over the other church compound far away. And unfortunately for 110 ADR, well 100 ADR, 010 Esports would have hit all that shooting just below them, outside the zone. Be peeking over here. He might catch Yevi and Wabuki off guard if he can get some line of sight there. We'll definitely be looking for them. Harbour Esports looking to rotate into their friend Diggs at that compound. Ward getting spotted out there. His teammates will come and help with the push though. Already losing the final player to falling damage by the looks of that. Maybe it was an incident in the vehicle. Soda getting knocked here. Utilities and nades going out. They're definitely going to push this fight by looks at 180R. They get Wabuki. So they'll go to revive Muzz. Staylock. Staying back for now. Would look like they're not going to push this. They're giving 180R precious time to revive. It's probably not the best move. They had the team there. Probably unsure of how many 180R players are actually down there playing it safe for that reason. Possibly. Look at this. Wabuki and Yevi just coming around quite on the side of them. I'm sure those are baiting shots. Didn't look like they had to seem to actually beat someone. Well, looks like no, there might have been BZS that they were taking shots at in green there. 180R not in the best place because if they keep pushing around the base of this hill, they will rotate into Havoc Esports. A lot of compound fire going on here at the moment. Trudy Farm getting knocks on them, returning it. The one player from Dopamine pushing up hard on Shift W here. They might know he's down here. Utilities come down the hill. Jump through peak. It might be in a bit of on. Well, Shift W there taking. No, what's Dopamine? It must have been there. Yeah, shots from down the compound. Keep them. And as we can see over on the screen there, 180R boys just getting absolutely pinned between 010 Esport above them and Harvard Esport below them. Wabuki and Yevi in a terrible position here. But they're taking the fight to Havoc Esport like absolute champs. You should be able to see the top of Diggs there. Oh, one more bullet would have got the knock. Look at Diggs. Seriously on 1 HP there. And we can see on the top of the screen there, Dopamine and Shift W in a fight for the crest of the other hill. But look at this, BZS and 010 Esport fighting behind them. So much excitement going on here. 180R, the last two remaining members of this team, just in an absolute mosh pit of gunfire. Really takes a lot of patience and nerves of steel to negotiate firefights like this when you're just in the middle of just so much. Yevi, Yevi has been knocked. But Yevi going down to BZS behind them by the looks of this. With Buki just pushing Harvard East. And unfortunately 180R will go down to all that fire. 010 Esports here. BZS on the far ridge. Ward the final player. Lowell pushing up to him, probably wanting to get the revive off their teammate. Ward is going to get the utilities out. Lorik will come over and unfortunately 010 Esports eliminated. There wasn't much he could do there. Then here comes BZS. Venge is also eliminated. No tags taking out the final player for them. BZS looking quite happy to push Lowell here. Few nades. They've traded knocks. And look at this, Triggerty Farms. Third partying them from behind. Shift W finally eliminated there. Looks like they were taken out by no tags. BZS looking to... Oh no, he just can't get away from this fire from Triggerty Farms. Losing Lecro, and that spells it in for BZS. There was looked like maybe a bit of miscommunication. Bit of unsure who to go for. We've got Dopamine center circle here. 3 up on this ridge. 1 to the north there of the circle. Harvard Esports to the north there, to the north left. But we'll go ahead and no tags looking like they're taking the fight to EDT. EDT getting a knock on one of the no-tags player. They trade knock for knock. They get a flush to get a second knock. Utility going down the hill. And look at that. EDT with one player remaining. So we'll give no-tag plenty of time to get the revive off their friend. Harvard Esports getting punished by Dopamine as they try roll in. Gregan and Grit, they might get chance here to revive Diggs. Season going nading. EDT is finally eliminated. No tags. 5 teams remaining. We're almost into the top 4. Trinity Farms players looking like they're rotating there. Player from Dopamine no longer wanting. Diggs is still not. Checking the angles here. Doesn't want to fully commit to that fight. Trinity Farms finally eliminating their final player there. Called out the final as rotation. Still anyone's game at this point in time. No tags. Having a height advantage. Same with Dopamine. This definitely is a map that favours teams that have the high ground. No tags looking like they might be looking for a bit of a push here. Fighting Grint. Getting some damage. Lol kind of maybe getting possibly forced here to rotate away from no tags. And look at that Dopamine with that absolute circle position. They control so much of the zone now. With the other 3 teams all fighting around the very outskirts. Pushing the 3 teams into each other. No tags right over top. Look at this. Beautiful. When patience pays off. Dr. Bezos here at the very tip of the mountain, trying to have Overwatch on Dopamine and all the other teams at the same time. Diggs here from Harvard Esport. Fortunately, not able to get those shots into the no-tag player. Taking a lot of damage himself, unfortunately. So no-tag really turning the focus towards Dopamine now. Wonder if he can see those low players down to his left. Great situational awareness here from Explicit. Hands going wide. Then he might have some shots there, but he doesn't. Team from Lowell here. Look at unfortunately Daniel's armor and helmet. They've been just getting constantly bullied from up the hill this whole time. Nades coming down on them. An absolute hard ask for any team in that position. Forced down into their gully. They no longer have the zone either. They have to fight their way up and out. Dopamine pushing down closer and closer. Diggs and his Harvard Esport teammate having a terrible time. No takes nades going down the hill. They'll get the second knock. Season really pushing up hard on Harvard Esports here. Oh, Diggs and Gregan both extremely low and low. It's finally eliminated. Harvard Esport also going down. Oh, finally finished by the blue, unfortunately. So here we have it. The 2 final teams. Both 4-man squads. Dopamine and No Tag. It'd be hard to argue here who would have the stronger map position at the moment. Both of them have the zone for now. Dopamine much wider spread though. We'll see how this plays out for them. No tags already with 16 kills on the board. Looking to make it 20. That is a huge kill count for a single scrims match. 20 kills. No tags can take this. I'll be very happy. This will definitely be bolstering them on the leaderboard. Dopamine though. Not pushing. Playing very well. Arguably their zone control is excellent. And has been for many of these final circles. You could even argue that they forcefully push those last three teams into each other. Oh, they're trying to get shots off. Oh, no tags getting the knock. One of dopamine there. Not really giving them any chance to push. They are moving south. No tags. Going to push down and around. Jump for a peeker though. Doing his best to hold them off. Sees one of the no tag players rotating around. Oh, unfortunately gets knocked himself. This could be... This could spell absolute dome here. The dopamine. No tags covering their teammates while they get the revive off on O'Connell. Dr. Bezos here. A lot of utilities coming down the hill from towards him from the dopamine players. What do you? Oh, that is unfortunate for Dr. Bezos. Couldn't quite outshoot that there. Hands on, literally 1 HP the man. Getting a second knock for his team. It's a 2v1 now. The final dopamine player. Hands, he's got a 2v1 on his hands. No tags have been absolutely steamrolling teams up into this point. They've done extremely well to get them down to 2 players. Doesn't look like he'll be able to revive his own teammate here by the looks of this. Connell pushing to the left, explicit up to the top. He's going to try for the revive. A risky maneuver. However, no tags not pushing the aggression here. Very interesting. Be interesting to know what's going on through these gentlemen's heads as they do this. O'Connell. We hear the footsteps above him. Oh, it's a beautiful spray. Get the first knock. Won't get the second knock. It's now down to a 1v1. Will Dopamine try and get the res off? Explicit though has the high ground. He does have the high ground. He would have got the information from O'Connell where those dopamine players were. He would have seen them definitely then. Oh, the shots go out just as a warning. His vest is broken. He's got the barrel. Dopamine, last player, finally bleeding out. Oh, this is an absolute nail biter. This 1v1 coming right down to the crunch. Both of them just joxing for position here. Trying to get the advantage on each other. Trying to get the rotation and surprise each other. Oh. Explicit. Definitely coming off worse than that. The flash comes out. He'll get a heal off. Oh. But no. Dopamine with the clutch right at the end. Stops the no tag steam train. And they get that chicken dinner. 8 kills. Well done to them. But you've got to admit that no tags with that. Jeez, look at that. 8, 4, 5 and 2. Extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in just a moment with the second round of Scrims this evening. Alright guys, we are back. And just before we get underway with the next match, let's have a look at the leaderboard thus far for this evening. And as we can see there, no tag team. Didn't get the chicken dinner. Dopamine got the chicken dinner in that first game. 18 points, 10 points for the win, 8 points for the kills, but no tag though. Taking the first place just from that ridiculous kill count. 19 kills. Didn't get the chicken dinner. Couldn't secure the clutch at the end with that 1v1, but still 25 points on the board for that second place and those 19 kills. Absolutely great performance from both those teams. Lowell coming in second. In fourth, we have 180R. Both those teams with 9 kills on the board. And Triggerty Farms coming in fifth. And Explicit there. The current match MVP. 8 in one match. Fantastic. And as you can see there, top 4, 3 from the same team. 8, 5 and 4. Absolutely fantastic stuff there from No Tag. You can only imagine the communication that goes on internally with a team like that to be able to have that sort of play style. Absolutely fantastic. It's great to watch. No doubt we'll be keeping an eye out for No Tag in this next match that we've got coming up very shortly. By the sounds of that, looks like we're loading in. Looks like a few of the teams there enjoying a bit of casual football before the game starts. Absolutely great stuff. Let's get this housekeeping underway. And we'll have a look at this plane ride. Once again, the south to north plane flight. Not so easterly, hugging this time, kind of cutting across the centre. Should be good to see. We'll see if we'll get those early fights like we had before in Alhazar and Picardo, I believe it was last time. We're interested to see if these teams take the same initial loot spots and we get some initial early action. We'll try and cover as much of that as we can. Because, you know, that's what we come to see when we come to these PUBG scrims, esports matches. It's like a bit of early action. Really test the fibre of a team to be able to engage in a firefight with inadequate gear. Maybe you've only got one vest and one helmet. Maybe you've got none. You know, maybe you're stuck with no body armor whatsoever and just a pump action shotgun. It really tests a player's nerves, that does. Or incredibly my favourite, a barrel with absolutely no attachments and iron sights. Well, we must be better putting that thing on single fire. Right, the players will be hopping into the plane as we speak. And get it ready for our second Battle Royale this evening. And unfortunately, if you didn't know this already, I'll only be here casting for these first 3 matches. So this is the second of 3 I'll be casting. I will unfortunately miss the last 3. I apologise for that this evening. But we'll make the most of what we've got while we've got it. Alright, looks like the Heat Boys will be going over to the eastern coast and going to Impala again. We'll see if any of these teams end up dropping Los Leones. Wild Panthers seem to be flying over it. They might be landing now. Looks like Wild Panthers might be. That one Dopamine player. Is he just scouting? That's an interesting way of doing business. No Tag. Here in the south of Los Leones. Definitely be keeping an eye on this team. Oh, the one Dopamine player grabbing that car and leaving. San Martin. Power Grid looks like we might have a double contest. Picardo once again. Nobody else. Everyone's pretty widespread. No one else looks to be contesting this far. Avengers and BZS. Yusuke getting taken some early damage. The poor man Yusuke here. No armor. No nothing. Look, he's been caught completely naked. He's just going to hide there. Zeki getting the knock on Jim Pyro from Avengers. Getting taken down to 7 HP himself. He'd be looking for some meds there to try and heal up and before he goes and pushes the flush. Don't know if there's any. No, there's no players around. BZ's taking the second knock now. Oh, they'll flush him with the shoddy. Looks like Let Crow and his teammate will be pushing the final team member there for Avengers. Query. Looks like is he going to go for the try and get the res on Jim Pyro? With all of BZS pushing him hard. Will he be able to see that? Oh, beautiful stuff. He might get a chance. No, he won't. He'll get pushed. And unfortunately, Avengers are eliminated early. First circle's pop. It's a heavy northern circle. At least half the teams have to rotate north here. We'll quickly go jump down to Picardo here. Unfortunately, already won. Started with a 3-man team. 3rd of December, left by himself. It's going to be a hard ask to survive this. Especially if the rest of that team come gunning for him. No action down there in Los Leones. No one really, everyone's still looting. No one really making the rotate in. A lot of people have to move north here. Doesn't look like LoL's really actively hunting through December from Always Win. Rise and Win here. Just to the south of the circle. They're quite split. Looks like Daz and his teammate will be rotating up to join up with them. They might want to group together because there are going to be a lot of teams that have to rotate up through them. Expelled there, looking to push up. Same with 010 Esports, I believe, getting very close. 180 are getting a knock on Wild Panthers. Oh. Wild Panthers getting called out while on the rotate. They lose a player. Fast peek here. He's in possible danger. He's going to try and smoke his way out of here. Will Yevi get shots on him? He will, but a lot of them won't connect. Looks like the last Wild Panthers team member will get away safely. Rise and Win here look like they're scouting this position that Expelled already owns. Kova here is pretty much by himself. Looks like he's going to not aggress any further. Got Grymore here and El Pozo. Hopefully, well, Panthers don't rotate directly into them because they've already lost one team member on this rotate. Be fortunate for them to lose a second. 010 Esports look like they're doing a 2-2 split. Havoc Esports also pushing further north. Down the bottom here, is that Triggity Farms? And Shift W look like they're pushing up. A lot of teams down here to the south also moving. Now we've got a lot of action. Expelled. Seeing Rise and Win, but don't bother shooting there. Grymore. Oh, look at this. Unfortunate there for Wild Panthers losing their second teammate there to a poor rotating decision by the looks of that. They're going to leave 3rd of December from Always Win. Yeah, Hill looks like he'll be there safe alone. Expelled there. Lukey He's all by himself over there. Reisenman in the centre here. Interesting to see what happens with these teams. A lot of the southern circle free now for teams to rotate into. $110 Esports managed to land a few of these shots from Rise and Win as they move into that second compound. 110 Esports doing a nice 2-2 split. It's working out well for them at the moment. Lukey from Expelled is going solo at this point for his team. He's got quite a bit of... He's safe for now, but there's a lot of teams around him. BZS catching 180 on the rotate. Fishka here doing a wee bit of damage. Oh, one more bullet would have got the knock there. Yeah, his teammates were just up the road. They managed to finish that off. They're still poking shots at the car, thinking there's someone in it by the looks of that. They'll lose Lecro. 180R returning the favour there from up the hill. They'll be upset about their teammate getting flushed there. Meanwhile, in the centre circle, Rise and Winner found a compound, but they've got a lot of neighbours knocking on their door saying hi. What, 180, I look like they want to keep the pressure. Possibly. Are they going to rotate out themselves now? Are they going to try and keep the pressure on BZS? No, it looks like they're off on the rotate now. Heat rotating. They found the crate there to the east. There's these teams coming in. $010 Esports. Havoc Esports. We've got Expelled. Rise and Win. A lot of compound shots being traded amongst all these teams. Over here on the Dead East, one of no tags. They're absolutely aggressors from last round. We haven't seen much of them this match, but they are breathing down the neck of Heat. I wonder if they know that they've got a Heat player directly with them now. They've seen the crate. They're having a look. Explicit getting knocked from Heat. Oh, look at this man. Oh, no, it's crashed. Don't do this to me, PUBG. Don't do this to me. Alright, sorry about that, everybody watching. It's a bit bloody embarrassing, to be honest, that is. Alright. What have we missed? Where are we at? 15 teams alive. 3rd of December, still the solo team member for Always Winning. Heat, moving south, probably looking to rotate in. A lot of contention going up here in the north. 010 Esport knocking one of no tags. No tags, definitely one of the aggressors from the first match. 010 getting a car kill on that man. Have it Esports here having a compound battle with EDT. Almost getting the knock there on Jens. He'll be 1 HP. Some excellent sniping there with Microlight. The last remaining member there from already won, trying to get those shots on heat as they rotate through. The two remaining no tags members, they are very well split. Got the Bezos here. And O'Connell, probably not in a great position. Diggs is up on the hill. I wonder if Diggs can get shots down here on him. His car's definitely getting shot at. Looks like it. Diggs has got his number. He's lying prone, trying to get out of the way. EDT get a knock on Harvard Esports and they'll take it down. Diggs will get the kill there. That's super unfortunate. Shows you the way this is just how PUBG works. You know, you have an absolutely amazing game and 19 kills. And then you don't even make it into the top 15. Well, saying that though, I apologise. They're not done and dusted yet. They still have one man on the board. Rest of these teams here, no one looking to be too aggressive. The next circle will definitely mean a lot of movement for a lot of these teams. It's going to get smaller. Is EDT looking to push up here on Harvick Esports? Three of the team members here. Diggs far away and on his own little hill. Jen's creeping up the hill here, trying to be as quiet as possible. Trying to get these. Oh, but he gets spotted and knocked for his troubles. Fortunately, it didn't work out for him. No tags. So they're getting some damage put on them. And that's it for the EDT member getting punished for being out wide. And keep back in the compound here. It was a risky maneuver sending one out like that. Unfortunately, it didn't work. He getting a lot of shots put on them. While they rotate through. Smitty from Triggity Farms, they got centre circle here. Dopamine in the centre circle here. And Rise and Win all in the centre circle here. All looking like, look at these teams looking to rotate in. Log looking to crash on Triggity Farms here. There's a ridge just above them. Looks like they're going to hold the ridge just above. They've got BZ to S right behind them also. They're taking those shots down there, Lek Road. Heat though with a third party. They're coming over the same hill. Things are going to start getting spicy. Wild Panthers. Look like they're going to try and crash the compound of Rise and Win. No, he takes some drive past. They've been unfortunate this match so far with all their rotates not really working out for them. He'll get into the compound alive. Well, his teammate with the Bronco with one missing tyre. Will get in. Safe and sound. The EDT right above them as well. Not sure if Lowe's has. They've got a BZS is putting a lot of pressure on them up on that ridge. They thought they had a nice compound. Fortunately, Dr. Beso's the lone gunner. Looks like he's trying to sneak up on EDT here. Get a last few couple kills. 3rd of December, the solo down there. Just playing it safe for now. What can Expel do? Can they do anything here to 010 Esport below them? Got the stray lock though. Can I have a think if he doesn't take those shots and he just pushes up on Expelled here? Could be in for an exciting time. Surely he sees Luke there. No, maybe not. Definitely hear the vehicles. knocking one of the LOL players that were in that ridge just above Trickety Farms. Interesting maneuver there to wait. Banty, however, doesn't look like he wants to wait. He wants to push the fight. We'll hear Baron peek above him. Baron Pete doing as his name suggests, peeking that ridge. Oh, BZS pushing lower up in that top position where they were taking that peak. He's coming in over Vanty. Low was eliminated. They get Baron Peak and flush him. Spelled looking to move. But just stay locked. Deciding to stay out there. Expel rotating around. Shift W coming down above them. Looks like we've got a car battle here, and Expelled will get knocked from the car shots from 0-10. They will go pick up their mate by the looks of this. It's nice teamwork of them. 3rd of December making himself into the boat. No tags goes down. He was a one-man army though for no tags as well, so he commendable effort. BZS is holding this position. Already one eliminated. Their final player, 13th of December, finally going down. Everyone just seems to be pretty happy to hold a compound for now. Expelled losing a player here. Will he try and put this 0-10 east? Well, indeed. He'll get one himself. Get a flush. Can they keep this going? Can he get up there and get to Vanty? Got EDT though, also up the ridge. But Shift W with the third party shots on him. We're seeing all this action going down there. We're seeing the smoke. EDT getting knocked up the hill as well. Rise and Wind holding that compound and have been for a long time. So Luke will get the revive off that he wants. No, unfortunately, EDT ending their chances of a chicken dinner this evening. Dopamine moving in just to the edge of water treatment there. Trickety Farm holding that compound and have done for a long time. BZS head to the very south. Heat there in purple. Or the next zone centering up ridiculously. No, not really favouring anybody. Trickety Farms will be able to keep their compound. Wild Tigers will be able to for now. Harvick Gaming, still a 4-man squad. Haven't got far to rotate in. BZ just really want to relinquish this high ground. Grime will be pretty quiet for the most part. Oh, finding shots in Harvick Gaming though. Harvick Gaming forced to play the little shed. Rise and Win here down in this northern compound. Have Shift W pushing down on them, punishing them for trying to cross the road into them. Looks like a bit of a hard ask for them. EDT eliminated. Oh, up the hill there. Staylock, the final member here. Shift W finally eliminated as well. The final member here for 0-10. He'd also eliminated. A lot of teams coming down now. Only 8 left. Harvick Gaming looking to push center circle there. Oh, this doesn't look good for Staylock. No, it doesn't. Well, Panthers playing the slow game in that compound. It's really starting to pay off for them just now. Grymore have BZS in their side. Get one knock. Don't get the second. He hasn't got his teammates with him just yet. Looks like they're also concerned with Harvard Gaming down the hill. That nade will get the flush though. He's got Lecro to contend with. Lecro in the smoke. Looks he's going to push down and around on him. Although Lecro got knocked as well. Tricky Farm getting pushed by Dopamine. Dopamine knocking Schmitty, getting the flush on Zeko. Mostly going down. Looks like Trickety Farms is up for all alone, and that spells the end. Dopamine crashing that compound at Trickety Farms and taking it. Circle, setting her up again. While Panthers, it was pretty quiet for a lot of this match, losing two of their team to the unfortunate rotations, getting knocked from their vehicles. Now they're sort of starting to come out of the shells, poke a lot more shots at people. Got 2 kills now on the board. Dopamine have been very aggressive, looking to push up into the zone. BZS having a wee bit of a fight here with Grindmore. Bob and Nicky looking to push the Rise and Wind, getting a knock on Dopamine. Oh, Bobek's almost going down there. Can his teammate get enough cover fire for him to get the heal off? The nades and mollies going into the smoke. Doesn't look any either will be good though. BZS will get the revive off, but third partying coming here from Dopamine. An absolute insane play there by the man from Grymore. Not working out for them at all. They're down to 2 team members now. But BZS finally eliminated though, but it was Harvick Gaming with the third party shots that finally finished that. Harvick Gaming now we're pushing Grymore as they push up the hill. Dopamine will probably be taking this time to revive their fallen teammate. Ryzen, we're not having far to push either. Looks like Grant's covering as best as he can as Diggs, the point man of Harvick Gaming. He knows he's in the smoke there somewhere. The nades go out. Well, Panthers finally eliminated there by Rise and Win. Oh. Grimo play giving himself away. Finally eliminated. Nicky from down the hill getting the shots off. But then as soon as they finish with that fight, Rise and Win coming over this hill, putting absolute humongous amounts of pressure on Harvick Gaming. Diggs goes down, put it by the tree. Rise and Win instantly turning their focus to Dopamine. Even though they've got Gregan and Green from Harvick Gaming between them. Because also turning his focus to Dopamine. It's 3-on-3 here. Rise and Win have got the player count. Daz going wide, looking for Harvick Gaming, looking for the angles. We'll see them. But Gent will get taken out from Dopamine up the hill. Oh, they'll take the kill though. Sneaky little kill. Dopamine be knocked. Gregan by himself. Dopamine will get the res off. Also Reisenman looking to take the higher ground. But it's Dopamine. Season 77 that will finally finish off Gregan. So 3-on-4. Dopamine have a slight elevation advantage. They played well, extremely well last game, Dopamine. We'll see how they go against on a 3 versus 4. They're doing a very wide split. They've done this a lot. It works out well for them. Catch. Rise Wind play going wide. So he's doing kind of playing point here, if you can call it that. Playing centre at least. Waiting for Jabba to poke some shots, fade out where he was. Maze will go down the hill. He's got Kova incredibly close to him. Will take some damage himself. Mika is coming very wide. We get a knock on one of the Dopamine players. 2 Dopamine players are knocked. Othis, the solo man, it's up to him, but he can't do it. And a 13 kill chicken dinner goes to Rise and Win. Well done to those lads. Finishing strong with all 4 team members still alive. And with that concluded, we'll be back with the 3rd game in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a quick look at the leaderboards before the next match starts. Dopamine now with that 1 chicken dinner, 14 kills on the board. They'll be taking away 1st spot with 30 total points. No tag team, no chicken dinners, 20 kills. Only got 1 kill unfortunately in that last match, so they're sitting on 26, happy in 2nd. Still though, doesn't take them out of contention or being an extremely aggressive team by any means. Rise and Win, up 9 places there now on 23 points. With their 1 chicken dinner and 13 kills. BZS 4th with 17 and LOL on 17. Super interesting to see. Still anyone's game. Incredibly close leaderboards. No one sort of accelerating away by any means. Explicit from No Tag. Still the MVP of the match so far after 2 games. Still holding his from those first 8 kills in that first match. We'll see if this managed to change or if they managed to increase that in this 3rd match on Miramar today. Looks like we'll be getting underway in just a few moments here, ladies and gentlemen. What if we've got a full 4 on every team this time? Seemed like already one there only had 3 team members last game. Down here, I believe. No, and they've got their 5th just in case as well. Alright, look at this plane for the 3rd time in a row. We're going south to north, but this time holding a very western pattern. Very possibly we're going to see those maybe that Picardo. 2 teams landing there might have a bit of a conflict. Well, those teams landing Los Leones last time and then going for those cars, that 1 team member from Dopamine landing there and stealing that car from Los Leones, that tactic's definitely off the table for this one. It'll be a very long flight just to go for a car for that. Possibly Power Grid. We'll see another 2-team contention. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we, there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? The excitement never stops here with PUBG. And just a quick disclaimer for everyone watching. Unfortunately, this will be the last cast I do for the evening. I won't be able to finish off the last 3 games tonight, so I apologise for that, but my schedule does not allow that this evening. And here we go. All our combatants are hopping into the plane and they're ready for their 3rd Battle Royale this evening. Alright. So no tags jumping extremely early there. Maybe taking the Southern Island, doing a 2-2 split. Expelled Chimichira. So 180R. No, they won't be going Chimichira either. Looks like a couple teams might be headed towards Picardo. Definitely looks like already one wants to go there again. Maybe Dopamine. And Low, I believe it is. Well, we've definitely got 3 teams flying over Picardo. We'll see who lands there. Power Grid. Is that BZS and Avengers again? Very possibly. Dopamine not stopping there. So they'll just go to some little compounds. There seems to be their tactic is to get vehicles. Hacienda will not be contested. Possibly not La Cabrera either. We'll see which one of these teams if they engage first. We've got 2. Two sets of fights that might pop in this first circle. Hard west circle. Definitely favour these teams if they can get these compound battles. We'll start with BZS versus Avengers. We'll see if anything exciting happens here with these guys. Two BZS there. Weakers and Lecro really far from their teammates. Avengers pretty much holding the dead centre of this compound. We've got a micro Uzi. Looks to be pushing up here though. Also, they're definitely wanting to regroup slightly. Like Lecro left behind. No, and Weak will get knocked from Benchy. Benchy getting a lot of shots put back on himself though. Ooh, almost getting taken down by Itsuki with the shotgun. Itsuki really pushing up. This is could be anybody's battle at the moment. They get the knock on Benchy though. Lecro. The shotgun inside the shed. We'll finish Jim Pyro. It's a 3-on-4 now, unfortunately. Oh, and that's 2-on-2 now. It's not looking great for the Avengers. Oh no. We will not be happy about that. He missed those shots. Oh, and there's the Avengers Limiter. Unfortunately, some not fantastic shooting from Yusuke. And they will not hold that compound. Lol getting a knock on Always Winning on 3rd of December. Was a sole survivor from the last game. From the last conflict. He gets flushed. Oh. Nifro will get knocked as well. Impulsive with a flush. Coming around wide on them. Sneaky maneuver. However, they know where he is now. He'll get the second knock though. Well, at a slight disadvantage now. Oh, Heat getting shots on Harvard Gaming, but that's not what we wanted to see. Oh, Dopamine getting shots in. Fortunately, Murtek's the final survivor from LoL. Is he going to push the aggression here, or is he going to try and play for placement? Doesn't look like he's running from this fight at the moment. Unfortunately, thinks he probably can't go for his teammate there. Oh, did he see him in the window? He might have done. He did. Oh, one more of those shots and he would have got the knock on M4Z. Looks like he is going to go try and get the revive off though. Always winning though. Will he get there in time? But dopamine with the shots from the up on the hill. That is unfortunate. From Meteorix. He's just going to go in the building here and probably just try and finish off M4 if he can. He doesn't look like he just wants to run and play position. Looks like he wants to keep up with the aggression. We'll catch him out as well though. Knocks two of the already winning players. If this nade fight's home, that's going to be terrible for Aid always winning. Didn't quite get Bless. Bless coming around the corner. And no, Bless will finish that firefight off. BZS here having a horrible time with Harvick Gaming. Looks like BZS really wants to pull this compound. Oh, Gregan trying to nade that wall. Getting punished for it from up the hill. But at the same time, Lecro from BZS getting third partied from another team. Looks like it was Heat from down the hill. We could be able to hear those footsteps from inside the compound. Brent catching out the other team members from BZS with a bit of damage. So Macrolite. BZS very well spread though to try and contain Havoc Esports here. They did well to spread themselves out like this. They managed to keep themselves alive. Oh, unfortunately, but Rise and Win have coming down from over the ridge. And Speshka getting punished for that. We had all the backup in the world, losing that because of Rise and Win. Now BZS having to like run away to fight another day. Lecro getting fired from Heat. And Rise and Win now taking the hill above Havoc Gaming. Be interesting to see what they do with this position. While Panthers moving up here on the eastern side of the map, above Grindmore. I'm not sure if these teams know about each other yet. Excuse me, playing it very slow and safe. Oh, but gets him on that second burst fire. Okay, R1S missing that first one. Are they going to go push? Looks like they are going to group up and take the push. There's only one member left now for Wild Panthers. Oh, Yamba using the carry mechanic to his absolute advantage, getting his teammate away from all the utility barrage. Unfortunately, there's the end of the game for Wild Panthers. A lot of teams here. Only one team needing to rotate in. That's Shift W. The rest of the teams now in the circle. EDT putting a bit of pressure here on 010 Esports. Pushing them over on the ridge there. Staylock out very wide. 010 will get the revive off on their teammate. But the other ADT, look at this. One more will do it. Might get the flush. But excellent shooting there from Jens. from EDT. Now turning his focus straight to Grindmore. Look at that split that the EDT players have there. They managed to get toe knocks on Grindmore. Nicky looked like he's moving up to try and get the flank on Jens here. Probably doesn't know that Jens has actually moved from that position, unfortunately for him. Though he might spot Jens very soon if he's got the peripheral vision. He sure does. Jens gets taken down. Can Nicky cover while his teammate gets the revives off? They get one heal done. But the other EDT players are coming in. Can Nicky win that trade? No, he can't for Grindmore. But Bobix might be able to finish that if he's willing to be a bit more aggressive. Sees Yichi. Nades go out. Oh, that nade was nice. Catches Choke out in the wild. Choke goes down. Gets one flush. Go for the second. Fortunately, won't get the revive of Nicky. And Philo, the last remaining EDT member. No, and he can't do it. EDT, unfortunately, taken down. Heat in the middle here of a lot of teams. Shift W, expelled. Heat, no tags with the height advantage. Vanty called on his lonesome, unfortunately. Getting bullied from explicit. The other Heat member looking to join up with his friends. Shift W here. Their solo frontman. Nade was good but doesn't do any damage, unfortunately. Oh, 180 yard and expelled, having an absolute war up here on the hill. XD's not just below them. Loki. Yeevee looking like he might be slightly AFK there, unfortunately. Yeah, they're smoking him. Looks like he might be having connection issues. Welcome to PUBG, that man. And they'll get the knock on Loki. XD finally getting finished. Heat though, putting on a lot of cheeky fire from range there by the looks of that. Zero 10 Esports having a little war on this other ridge. Dopamine taking always winning. Staylock here. He's got a lot of his team behind him. Shift W, we get the revive off. Interesting to see if any of these teams go for the push. Looks like they're retreating back for now. The other teammates coming in. It's Baron Peak looking to... No, he's more worried about the other bridge, not worried about the Shift W plays below him. Soda though. Not the smallest of circles just yet. This team's looking like they just want to take a few positions. Dopamine at the very south here. No tag in the middle though. Dopamine just behind them. Some more Dopamine plays down to the left. They see 110 gaming. 0 10. Forgive me, not 110. Take some shots on Baron Peak. Doesn't quite land any though. Oh, does this time. Oh, almost gets the knock. Oh, punishing war there. Nice shots through the gap by Explicit. Already one eliminated by 100 ADR. W looking like it might be trying to flank Grime more with this maneuver down here. Interesting play. Dopamine pushing over on No Tag. No Tag with 2 knocks at the moment. Get over this. Oh, almost gets knocked in an exchange. Will Explicit leave this fight and go help O'Connell, or is he going to keep pushing it? Yeah, we'll throw the nade down. Mabuki finishing off Expelled. Yeah, looks like he's going out to get the revive off his teammate. One of the solo Rise and Win members there. Pinned to the edge of the circle. Lecro, the solo BZS player. Oh, this fight is getting flushed. If it was flushed or we just bled out? That one player of Mika's from Rise and Win just playing it cool in the shed. Next circles pop. It's moved north again. Majority of the team's having to move now. 25, I'm finding Grime more up on the hill. Schmitty looking around for a new helmet. Dopamine on the rotate here, needing to push into the circle. Unfortunately, look at this. Shift W right in front of him. They'll lose one player. And Hands is all by himself. Pushing into this compound with Shift W. He's right on the outside wall. Oh, he's in his building. Yeah, but he was already pre-tagged. He couldn't get a good trade-off in there, and unfortunately, that is Dopamine finish for this game. No tag, still with the 2-2 split. Putting in a lot of work this round. They're 2 Southern players still having to rotate in. Habit Esports 180 trading knock for knock. BZRS player though will get the kill on the roof there. Is it No Tags getting shots down on them as well? And that poor who get knocked. Mikaz will get taken out to the blue on the corner there. He tried pushing Gent. Didn't work out for him. Yevi will come in now. Oh! Gent has back to him. There was an easy kill. Babuki getting taken down though. And 180R is eliminated unfortunately for them. It was a good try. No tags here. Pushing up against Heat. No tags pretty far apart at the moment with the 2-2 split. So Prox might get a... Fires off a couple rounds, lets him know where he is. Tries to shoot at the Rise and Win player and gets the knock though. Tries a bit of bubble fire, doesn't work out for him. Go for the flushes on the other teammate there. Treaty Farms are not in a bad position. Here in probably one of the worst positions. They've got their back to the blue. It's phase 5. The blue's going to hurt if it starts crouching in on them. They have to move through no tag. No tag probably knows it. The last member pushing up and around. It's not the easiest team to have to rotate through. The no tags themselves have to center up slightly as well at the same time. Almost knocking explicit. Oh, they'll get the knock. One of those there. They'll get a second knock. They lose Fragger from their own team. They lose Fragger though. Beast is finally eliminated to Triggity Farms. Explicit about to get his teammates here. Oh, they nade out. The next nade might. No, it was a flash. Explicit though, by himself now, unfortunately. Going from extremely well positioned with a 4-man squad down to just one. Oh, beautifully well played by Explicit though. That was beautiful pop and shooting. Last one running Grymore player. Take out position in the building here. He's got zone for now. Soda's just taking shots at Shift W. Triggity Farms just happy as at the moment. They're in the zone. Don't have to move just yet. Explicit now 1-man team. He's out of the zone. He's got 2 of Rise and Win to his right. He's got 3 of Shift W. He's just going to play it easy for now. He's got time. He's got 30 seconds before the zone starts moving. Like Shift W's got a group up here now. The 2 remaining Harvick Gaming. Just keeping it okay. Rise and Win, moving up to the next compound. No one seems to be spotting anybody just yet. Mosey might spot one of these 0-10 esports player though if he's lucky. As they move around, jostle around that position. Oh, he sees Shift W up on the hill. Doesn't know if he sees Baron Peak to his right. Oh, the final member of No Tags getting caught out by Shift W and eliminated. Would have been a 3-on-1 though, so unfortunate for him. That's probably a bit unwinnable. Thought Baron Peak might get a angle on Triggity Farm there, but no, he doesn't. He's not looking that way. DIY plays, trying to make the rotate, but unfortunately getting taken out by 0-10 Esport. Bakes now for Shift W, moving up dead center. Soda getting shots at him from Triggity Farms. Nade's coming in. Won't quite finish him though. Triggity Farms not looking like they're going to push. Baron Peak gets knocked up there. They're looking to go around and get the revive off on him. Oh, Mosey with an absolutely beautiful nade there. Getting the flush on Baron Peak. 010 Esports down to a 2-man squad now. Oh. But Soda finding Mosey, returning some damage. Just for good measure. Gregan looking to push in a bit further by looks of that. Chip W looking to rotate up with their teammate. Well, looks like they overshot the road. They're probably going to get punished for that. They're super close to Gregan. He's not going to push it though. Triggity Farms rotating out. Two of the players at least rotating out of that compound. He can't quite see them through that smoke, can he? We'll definitely hear the footsteps. Ooh, doesn't get any damage on that spray, unfortunately. They'll know where he is now. Yep, here come the nades. The smoke's about to run out though. Gregan's nade though, he'll finish off one of Shift W's players. That one's knocked. Breaks by himself. He'll do well not to overpeak from his position. He's definitely centered. He's got no support. He won't have any information of where other teams are now coming in. Triggity Farms and 010 Gaming continuing this war though, raging for half the game. Zero T Esports eliminated Mosey with a couple beautiful nades earlier, and now the vehicle kills. Just goes and runs them over inside that smoke. Absolutely not a problem, he says. Who needs a gun when you got a Bronco? Down to our last 4 teams. Triggity Farms in a strong position here with 4 team members left. Rise and Win catching Mosey out there. They know where he is. Oh, and look. Java catching Diggs out. Oh. Cobra with some nice shooting there. Didn't quite get the knock though, but that. Schmitty taking Gregan. Diggs by itself now. Gregan's not in a fantastic position. He knows they're coming from. Great cover there by Diggs, but unfortunately we'll only get 1 knock. And Zeko will get the kill on him. As soon as that happened, Rise and Win start rotating. Rise and Win will get 1 knocked. Beginner will third party them. The nades go out and Triggity Farms take the win. If that was an action-packed enter that game, definitely so many different angles of attack happening left, right, and centre during the whole engagement. Absolutely fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being with me here while I cover a couple Scrims games this evening. Unfortunately, I will not be taking you all the way through the next 3 for a wrangle. My calendar does not allow me to stay and finish this off tonight, but it's been a pleasure nonetheless, and I hope that you have enjoyed it thusly. And until next time, we'll see you later.